Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. I'm Charlotte Foley, a builder in Accra, Ghana. I build homes and I document my journey to share with those looking to start their own build or are already in the process. I share tips so you know what to look out for during your build. Today I'm bringing you footages from the perfect beach house. This build was a handover project of a poorly done foundation. My team and I took over and we made all the necessary retrofittings to transform the foundation from this to that. If you want a full video on how we're able to get to this point, there is a video on the perfect beach house already in my playlist. Once we're done with the foundation, we got to working on the ground floor block work. We started off by marking out the areas on the floors before starting the block work. That way, once you start setting the blocks, it's faster. Block work started the next day right after. The steel benders were on site to start bending for the columns. This house is quite big and the spans are large, so the columns and the beams for this house are all high tensile bars of 20 mm size. A few days after, the carpenters were also on site to remove the formwork for the extended slab area. We had to plant extra columns in certain areas to stiffen some of the block work. These extra columns are not like structural columns. I had them planted for areas like the partition wall between the bathroom and the bedroom wall, and also for the main entry door. This is because the size of the block work isn't enough to support the glass window and then the entry doors, because the entry doors are going to be bigger and the glass coming for that entry are all going to be very heavy. So we had to plant those extra columns to help. These are some things that as a builder you should be able to fix and incorporate in the design without jeopardizing what has already been done. Yes, so we just replaced that small size block work with a column, since the column is stronger than the block work. So we ensure that was done as well. And also I ensured that the concrete mix was great to reduce permeability of the moisture from the sea from getting into the concrete. That is another tip you should also keep in mind. If you are building by the sea, your concrete grade has to be very good, and also you need to ensure that you have enough concrete cover around your rods so as not to cause the rods to corrode and crack your concrete. At this point, we had a few more columns to cast before wrapping up for the phase 2 of this project. This project has been an exciting one, and I'm so proud of my team and I for being able to transform this foundation to where it is now. After all the manual breaking and trying our best to salvage what was left, I think we've come a very long way, and yes, I would say kudos to the team for working tirelessly to bring everything together. So this is the end of the video at this point. Because we knew we were going to go on a break, what we did was we had to coat the rods with epoxy paint so as to protect the rods from corroding. The epoxy paint was so expensive. A liter cost about 1,200 Ghana cedis. So once we exhausted the first 3 cans, we decided to go for the galvanized spray. This has 93% of zinc. So this particular rod is the starter bars for the staircase. This was the initial starter bar before we took over the project, hence the reason why the rods look very corroded. This method, however, is a temporary solution to slow down the corrosion process. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. Kindly give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching. Subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications to get notified anytime I post a new video. See you on the next one. Bye.